Spoliarium is a famous oil painting by Juan Luna, created in 1884 in Europe. It shows fallen gladiators being dragged away after battle. We chose this artwork because its strong emotions and dark mood immediately caught my attention. As a Filipino, it feels meaningful because it reflects suffering, injustice, and resilience, issues that are still relevant in society today.
In Spoliarium by Juan Luna, the elements of art are effectively used to emphasize drama and emotion. Strong diagonal lines formed by dragging bodies guide the viewer's eyes toward the fallen gladiators. The color palette is dominated by dark and muted tones such as browns, blacks, and deep reds, creating a heavy and tragic mood, where the lighter skin tones of the body stand out against the dark background. Luna's use of value through intense contrast of light and shadow highlights the lifeless figures and adds depth to the scene. The forms are realistic and three-dimensional, giving the bodies a sense of weight and realism. Texture is suggested through the rough stone floor and softness of skin and folds of clothing. Finally, space is created by placing the main subjects in the foreground while the background fades into darkness, focusing attention on the central scene.
The artist used several principles of the time to make the scenes intense and emotionally powerful. First, balance. The artwork shows asymmetrical balance. The group of people on the left is balanced by the attacker on the right, making the scene feel complete if both sides are not the same. Second, contrast. The artist used strong contrast between light and dark colors. The bright features stand out from the dark background, which makes the scene more dramatic and serious. Third, emphasis. The main focus is the man holding the torch and the person lying on the ground. They are brighter and placed in important areas of the artwork, so the viewers notice them first. Fourth, movement and rhythm. The slanted position of the bodies and raised arms create movement. The repeated actions of the people running and falling create this rhythm, making the scene feel chaotic and intense. So these principles help the artist clearly show danger, fear, and violence in the artwork.
This painting depicts a gruesome Roman scene where fallen gladiators are being dragged away to the Spoliarium. The stark, dramatic lighting and chaotic composition evoke a heavy, oppressive atmosphere of suffering, injustice, and death. Luna uses this Roman setting to convey multiple layers of meaning about the Filipino experience and the human condition. Firstly, political allegory. The work is seen as a critic of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines. The defeated gladiators symbolize the subjugated Filipino people, while the indifferent spectators represent the oppressive regime and its exploitation. National awakening. It inspired Filipino nationalism during the propaganda movement, urging awareness of social injustice and the need for reform and liberation. Lastly, universal human themes. Beyond its political context, the painting reflects on mortality, the brutality of power, and the dignity of the oppressed, resonating with any society facing tyranny or inequality. Luna's dramatic realism and emotional intensity make the Spoliarium both a specific commentary on 19th century Filipino struggles and a timeless meditation on human suffering and resistance.
So in conclusion, yes, the artwork is successful because of its strong emotional impact and skilled use of artistic elements. Spoliarium is meaningful both as a work of art and as a symbol of Filipino struggle, making it an important piece in Philippine art history. The painting goes beyond historical portrayal of Roman gladiators and serves as a compelling metaphor for oppression and the loss of human dignity. The work makes a unique and lasting contribution in Philippine art because it elevated Filipino artistry to the global stage during the Spanish colonial period. By winning international recognition, Spoliarium proved that Filipino artists could match and even surpass European masters in skill and expression. More importantly, it becomes a visual symbol of Filipino nationalism and awakening, inspiring pride and consciousness among Filipinos. Overall, Spoliarium is not only artistically successful, but culturally significant. It influences and continues to shape Philippine art and identity, making it a cornerstone of Filipino and early modern contemporary artistic heritage.